ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delit Tsahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. Seminar to nationals in Gothenburg on the objective situation. Call for reinforced water and soil conservation. Trump proposes $1.5 trillion military budget for 2027. And a wave hits Australia on officials' warns catastrophic fire risk. Proceeding with our reports. Mr. Fishatyon Petros, Eritrea's ambassador to Italy and non-resident ambassador to Sweden, conducted a seminar for nationals residing in Gothenburg, Sweden, focusing on the progress of the national development programs as well as the objective situation in the homeland and the regional development. Extending New Year and Christmas greetings to the Eritrean people, Ambassador Fishatyon gave an extensive briefing on priorities program for 2026. He also outlined issues that should be carried out with a view to strengthen activities and contribute for the fourth front to the national affairs. Noting that the role of parents, national organizations and communities in transferring noble culture values to future generation, Ambassador Fishatyon called for reinforced participation by the nationals. Ambassador Fishatyon further stated that Eritrea, while following external hostiles and safeguarding its peace and sovereignty, is earnestly conducting praiseworthy diplomatic activities based on mutual interest with its neighbors, the Horn of Africa region, as well as the Red Sea region and the Middle East, efforts that are bearing fruitful results. Mr. Mohammed Ali Mohammed Said charged the affairs at the Eritrean embassy in Scandinavian countries, and Mr. Yamane Gabrakidan, head of the consular affairs, on their part provided extensive briefing on the consular guidelines and efforts being exerted to ensure timely consular services. The participants expressed their conviction to strengthen unity, organization, and the contribution of the national development drives. At the meeting conducted with the area administrators, Mr. Zarai Berha, administrator of Molki Subzone, called for reinforced water and soil conservation activities led by professionals with a view to stabilize the environment. Commending the role of the community in addressing shortcomings of the national service provision institutions, Mr. Zarai called for giving priority to soil and water conservation, noting that its significance in controlling soil erosion and boosting productivity. Indicating that commendable activities have been carried out in the construction of additional classrooms, the collection of harvest for families of martyrs and disadvantaged citizens, as well as declaring free from female genital mutilation, Mr. Hentzab Woldu, Managing Director of the Subzone, expressed appreciation for the significant role played by area administrators. The participants conducted extensive discussion on the issues raised at the meeting and adopted various recommendations. Monetary support has been extended to 13 students who are children of martyrs in Addis Khalizan subzone. Mr. Dawit Beyana, member of the committee to support families of martyrs, said that funds were contributed by area administrators, affluent individuals, and government workers. Commending those who took the initiative to support families of martyrs, Mr. Dawit called on others to follow the noble example. Mr. Dawit further stated that in 2025, a total of 122,000 nakfa was distributed to families of martyrs in connection with 20th June, Martyrs' Day. Straight ahead is our international news after the short break. Welcome back. U.S. President Donald Trump proposed a $1.5 trillion military budget for 2027 on social media on Wednesday, a sharp increase from 2026's $901 billion, fueling concerns about the potential eruption of war. Trump claimed that the tremendous income brought in by tariffs would make the new figure possible. In mid-December, the U.S. Senate approved the House passed $901 billion defense policy bill known as the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2026, which was quickly signed by Trump. Trump's latest proposal will also need congressional approval. The United States has spent far more its military than any other country in recent years, both in absolute terms and as a proportional of the global military expenditure. The United States remains by far the largest military spender in the world, with an expenditure of $997 billion in 2024, according to Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. On our last report, severe to extreme heat wave has been declared in every state of territory in Australia, except for Queensland, with the highest temperature forecast for days. The state of Victoria has declared a total fire ban on Friday, as the fire danger rating will be set as catastrophic in the highest level. Some 450 schools and child care centres will be closed. Melbourne experienced its hottest day in 6 years on Wednesday, with a temperature of 40.9 degrees centigrade, while some coastal towns in Western Australia hits 49 degrees centigrade. The heat wave is expected to peak on Saturday, with Sydney facing a high of 42 degrees centigrade, while areas of the South Australian and Western Australia will see a temperature over 40 degrees centigrade in the coming days. The period 6 years ago saw Australia's most severe fire season on record, so-called Black Summer, where dozens of people died and thousands of hectares of land was burned. And Victoria authorities on Thursday warned that a catastrophic fire danger rating means potential blaze can be unpredictable and uncontrollable. The heat wave is declared with a minimum and maximum temperature are expected to be usually high for 3 days or more. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. Seminar to nationals in Gothenburg on objective situation. Calls for reinforced water and soil conservations. Trump proposed $1.5 trillion military budget for 2027. And heat wave hits Australia, officials warn of catastrophic fire risk. And that is the news from ERi-TV studios. This has been the Late High reporting. Thanks for watching.